So, as requested, here is a short video to go through some of the things that we learn. It's a test, bit of a sound check. It's a bit echo in here, but I don't have the required headgear equipment yet to do it in a better way. So I hope this is helpful to you. All right, so getting started. A few things that I like to use, and these are really good. These sort of bendy blocks. But if you don't want to, you can even get this wonderful book here. These could cover this with a towel and use it as a blocks. Big books, cover them with a couple of thick towels. That would also work quite well. But if you like to sit cross-legged or you like to try it, it's good. It's good to work your inner thighs, and it is nice if you can do it, because actually I found over time, and I also find I'm more stretchy at the end than the beginning. So I've actually got two blocks. It's probably a bit too high. Yeah. The purpose is you try and get your hips higher than your knees, as you can see, but always have your knees resting on something so they're not floating in the air. And I now find that this is a very comfortable position for meditation. As you would have noticed, so it's sitting around here. I do like to sit on the floor now. It's very comfortable and it's very conducive to meditation. So, let me first give you a quick refresher on a few points. So I'm going to talk about Hatha Yoga, about the breath, and about Ujjayi breathing. 3 fingers there. So Hatha Yoga, this is about bringing ourselves in balance within ourselves and within union to everything, into oneness. Hatha, the word Hatha, Ha stands for sun and Pa for moon, and yoga means union. And what we are doing during our Hatha Yoga is we are bringing ourselves into balance. So the sun and the moon, the hot and the cold, the fast and the slow, we bring it all together. And yoga is union, so we bring ourselves almost together. Perhaps we are recombobulating. That's the word that was very popular last week. And during the practice, we bring ourselves, we find ourselves getting centered. The second thing is about the breath. So the breath comes when we inhale, we're inhaling from above to receive, and we're exhaling from below for strength. And exaggerated inhale and exhale. So inhale, go to the side again. You can hear me, you see. Obviously, it can be in the way that suits you, but during the practice, I will call out inhale from above, and that's just a prompt. Inhale and exhale from below, bringing the belly in lightly. So perhaps you might like to just try it with me for a moment, placing your hand on your heart center and on your tummy, inhaling. In through the nose and out through the nose. Third point, number 3 is about Ujjayi breathing. We didn't talk about that much last week, but just for completeness, during our Hatha Yoga practice, we work towards using Ujjayi breathing, oceanic breath, victorious breath, also called. And we breathe in and out through the nose, but first of all, if you just like to imagine you're cleaning your glasses or fogging, then you go And it's that kind of sound and that sensation from the base of the throat. And we are lightly constricting the back of the throat. This slows down the breathing. There's a lot of many benefits, including balancing the nervous system and the blood pressure. So it's a good one to do if you're trying to get to sleep. It's to calm down. It calms. Fundamentally, it calms the mind down too. Just lightly place your two fingers into the base of your throat here, little dent here, and try it. So inhale, exhale. You should be hearing a sound within your own head. It should be not too loud. It should be like soft snoring. Okay, good. All right. So let's just now ground ourselves. And if you'd like to lie down on the floor, like we did, I'll do a better video, another video. Judging. I'll do a video with perhaps better sound and not having that beginning bit so much. But I just wanted to do this today for those of you that asked for it. Get you in the groove. So, lying on the floor, if you have a mat, that's really good. If you can get a mat, they're not that expensive. You can get them in TK Maxx for under a tenner. They used to be able to. Okay, so lying back down on the floor and straightening the legs if that feels comfortable. But if you have any lower back issues for the moment, just keep your legs in the bent position, feet on the floor, and hip width apart, knees also parallel. Your legs are parallel to each other. Closing the eyes. I'm going to straighten my legs down. Closing the eyes. Feeling yourself sinking into the floor. All parts of the body in contact with the floor, feeling supported. The palms can be facing down or facing out, just feel what feels right for you. It lets my shoulders sink more deeply into the floor. There might be a little gap between the floor and your mid to lower back, depends on your back shape, they're all different. And I'll start with warming up, rolling the head from side to side. So take a nice deep in-breath and let your head roll towards the right side with an exhale. Inhale, coming up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Not having your head go too far to start, we just keep going. Inhale, coming up, and exhale down. And seeing if the head would like to drop a little bit more. Seeing if your neck is feeling it would like maybe a little bit more of a stretch. You should be feeling it in the side as you come down. A couple more times. Enveloping the movement with the breath, letting the breath guide the movement speed. And coming back to neutral at the top. Now let's go down to our feet. Let's make a gentle point and flex, start to warm up the ankles, maybe flexing the toes as well. Point, flex feet, flex toes. Feeling a little stretch in your calves. Rest of the body still melting into the floor, the upper body. And now just perhaps bring your feet a little wider apart and start to rotate inwards first. Exhale. So inhale at the bottom, exhale as it comes towards you. Inhale, pointing, exhale. And even start to move the legs a little bit, feel the knees gently moving along with it. And when you next get to the starting point, pointing, come round and go the other direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Doesn't really matter whether you're inhaling or exhaling at any point, just keep it moving. And letting the feet relax. As we come back into the bent leg position, and we're going to have your feet hip width or slightly wider apart, bringing the arms out a little bit further, and as we inhale, we're going to let the knees drop to the right, look over to the left. Again, not too far, inhale to come up, and exhale to come down the other side to the left. Inhale, and exhale. Maybe let the knees come a little bit further. You should be feeling a good stretch inside of your body and going down to the glutes, having that body awareness. And when you're next landing on the right side, the knees are on the right side, just leave them there for a moment, just resting. The knees are not necessarily on the floor, mine aren't. Just enough, but be mindful as well if the sciatic nerve is talking to you, maybe you just come up into supine bent leg position otherwise. So another moment and inhale, coming up and going to the other side and staying there on the left side. Taking some deep breaths. Might feel a bit different one side to the other, we're not often that symmetrical. And through the yoga practice, we can notice that as well. Some sides, sometimes one side might feel stronger, more bendy, more flexible than the other. That's okay. Hatha yoga is bringing things together into balance, and as we work through our practice, we find that we're getting to more quality, or even breathing in now, coming up. And let's do windmills. So bringing your knees towards your chest, and we're going to give ourselves a lovely stretch, moving out the left leg and the left arm together, stretching out as far as you can, flexing the foot this time, and inhaling, and back in, exhaling, sorry. Inhale, coming back out with the right side. Bring your arms far as feels good for you. Probably resting your heel on the floor and maybe the hand over the head. And back in. Resting the lower lower back into the floor, the sacrum's resting. And just do a few more in your time. Inhaling to come out and exhaling, bringing the knees in, giving yourself a little squeeze at the top there, and then inhaling, stretch it, your whole line of your body stretching. Maybe trying out that Ujjayi breathing. Inhale and exhale. From below, bringing the belly in lightly. Eyes closed. Back of the body, that mouth to the floor. One more each side. Feet are soft, gently pointed, and then coming to stillness. Maybe just give your nose feet at the front. Ankle a little stretch there for bonus. Now we're going to go into our supine flow. Dropping the feet gently. Here we're going to merge bridge, Seti Bandhasana, legs up against the wall, and then into Pava Muktasana, which is the knees to chest. So inhaling, gently peeling our spine off the floor, pressing the feet in, and arms above or over the head. If they want to reach the floor, that's lovely. If not, that's lovely too. Pressing the hips up towards the ceiling, and exhale, gently bringing the spine back down. Next inhale, bring the legs up against the imaginary wall. Arms above or over the head, feet are soft, and exhale into knees to chest. Squeeze there for your hips. And inhale, dropping the feet. Arching the back if you want to, otherwise making a straight line. From the knees down to the shoulders. Imaginary straight line. Exhaling down. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale, knees to chest. And we'll do it 2 more times, then we'll come to stillness in the knees to chest position. Pressing into the feet, feeling the spine out, vertebrae by vertebrae, and exhaling, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down. Inhaling, and exhaling. Inhaling. Go into our last bridge here. We just stop for a moment, see how that feels. This is a nice one to do on its own. Pressing the feet into the floor, resting the shoulders, the upper body, the necks in alignment with the spine. I wanted to squeeze, pressing into your feet, thighs going towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we gently bring it all back down, arms back up to the floor. And inhale. Pull the legs up against the wall. Breathing there for a moment. It's very good for your lymph system to invert. Shoulder stand, head stand. And this one, legs up against the wall. Because the lymph system, the lymph is, comes into the circulation system through the gland at the top of the body. I don't know exactly where it is. So by inverting, we are encouraging lymph to come into our circulation, into our blood system. I believe that's right. I read that in my textbook 2 days ago. It's not correct, I will let you know, but I think that's the general gist of it. My versions are so good. So with your next inhale and exhale, bring the hands onto the calves and squeeze the knees towards your chest. At rest here. 4 breaths. In for above, to the sea, and exhale from the line of the strength. Through the nostril, do dry breathing if that feels lovely for you. Do what feels good. Simply through the nose and the mouth. When you're ready, up your feet onto the ground and bring your right arm above your head and preparing to roll your knees onto the right, so just shifting over in the best way that feels good for you, and bringing your left hand onto the floor. Stay there for a moment just to let things settle. And pressing into the hand, coming back up. And you might remember, we now come into tabletop. Stay there for a moment. And then gently walking your hands towards our knees. Pressing into the hands, into the toes. This is a nice actual bonus stretch here. Nice to stretch the toes out sometimes. But pressing into the hands, bending the knees as much as you need to, and rolling up. Super slow, slow motion. And up to standing. If you'll excuse me a moment, I will just check the time. Don't want to be too long. Okay, I have no idea how long this has been, so I hope this is working for you. Just come to standing. We'll do a short standing flow, and then we'll move into our dog, cat, cow, child flow. So feeling your feet into the ground, looking ahead, bringing the pelvis in, a nice straight alignment, touch rocking gently forward and back, toes to heel, just finding your centre point and lifting the toes. You don't need to look at them, you know where they are, they're still at the end of your feet. Hand gently. Having the knees micro bend, we always put micro bends in the joints and don't rock them normally. I'll go round to you. Right back here, haven't I? Hope you can hear me. So we're going to do the standing Tadasana into Padahastasana, forward fold, and it looks like this. So we're coming up, down, we do that 4 times, and then we do 4 times if you want to, and you either come with a straight, long back, placing the hands next to the feet, bending the legs as much as you need to, long neck and spine, and inhale, coming up with a long neck and spine to the top. If that doesn't feel good, you can just keep doing the Tadasana, or you can maybe roll down. If the straight back doesn't work well for you today, just roll back, going down. Imagine you're going over a wall, so having your tummy in, rolling over that imaginary wall, then coming up. And the static posture will look like this. So options, holding the hands, the elbows with each hand, that's a nice one, I like this one personally. Or you can place the hands down. You can also, this is where blocks come in handy. Got these blocks. So you can bring the floor up to you. They're quite nice. Like this. So I just find that this brings the weight down, so it's quite nice. Okay. Come with me. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right back here, aren't I? I'm moving a pass over. Wanted you to see how the hands come right up. If they don't, if the shoulders don't want to do that for you today, you just come up as far as you can. Fine. Flap your wings, fly like that. When you do come up here, remember to have your shoulders relaxed. One more time. And chest. And exhaling. From below, bringing the belly lightly in. Come forward so you can see my positioning. But just want to get grounded again or moving around, so take a moment, see how you feel. Beautiful alignments. Inhale and exhale. Come with me down into the forward fold, placing the hands next to the feet, in line with the toes, and inhale. Coming up, rolling up and down if that's what you need to do today, that's absolutely fine. In exhale, tipping from the hips. And back down, inhale, down to the chest, opening the heart, looking up. And exhale, tipping from the hips, forward fold, long neck and spine. Inhale. Now we're going to come into our static position. Exhale. Tipping from the hips. Taking your chosen position, I'm going to go on this one. Grabbing my elbows, letting the neck hang. I can feel it in the back and forth of the back of the legs. That was what hamstrings. Hamstrings. Pressing into the floor with your feet, long, deep and complete breathing. Coming up when you need to, you can come up earlier if you feel so. Any dizziness, please come up as soon as that is noticed. Otherwise, one more deep and complete breath. Pressing into the feet, coming up, rolling up, and coming up with a long, straight back up and step. Okay. So, presumably you're at the top of your mat, and we're going to come down into downward dog. So, inhale, exhale, bringing the feet, the hands next to the feet, and stepping back into a fairly wide-legged dog, planting the hands and feet into the floor, pressing into the index finger and thumb. They are nice and wide apart. Upper arms are rolling towards each other. Your tailbone is pointed up towards the ceiling. Your head is moving towards between your upper arms. Bending the legs as much as you need to feel that beautiful stretch from the tip of your top of your head to the tip of your tailbone. A couple of deep and complete breaths here, noticing how that feels. Any time you need to, just drop the knee gently onto the floor. I'm going to do now, so come with me. It's tabletop. Just looking at your hands, making sure the hands are above below the shoulders. And coming into chart mode. Inhaling, coming out into tabletop. Exhaling, coming into cat. Inhaling, dropping the belly lightly. And exhale. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale into cat. Inhale into tabletop. And exhale, sorry, yes, into child pose. I'm going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Knees nice and wide apart if they're not already. Get the belly drop. Resting on the floor gently. Gently walking your hands up, bring yourself round and into full lying on the floor position. We will do a short Shavasana. I'll do an extended one in a separate video for you. But for now, just lie down on the floor. Feet are about hip width or wider apart, arms away from the body, about 45 degrees. And doing what you feel you need. You get really comfortable, you wriggle a little bit. You can have a pillow under your head at this point. You might want to cover yourself with a blanket. Closing the eyes, let your body feel heavy. Up now. So, voice issue. Feeling all the parts of the body in contact with the floor. The short body scan. Taking our attention to the right, the left toes, feeling the toes, resting into the foot, into the ankle, ankle into the lower leg, knee, upper leg, whole leg, heavy, resting on the floor. Right side, right toes, resting into the foot, foot resting into the ankle, ankle into the lower leg, knee, upper leg, whole right leg, heavy, resting. Left arm, fingers resting into your hand, hand into your wrist, lower arm, upper arm, shoulder, whole left arm, heavy. Right side, right fingers resting into hands, hands, wrist, lower arm, upper arm, shoulder, whole body. Watch the breath, feeling the benefits of the practice. You can stay here as long as you like. Beautiful posture, Savasana. Otherwise, if you're ready to meet your day now, start to bring life into your body, wriggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe bringing the knees up towards the chest, rocking side to side, give yourself a little back massage, and dropping the feet onto the ground, lifting the right arm above the head, coming into fetal position, staying there as long as you need to. Otherwise, come with me, pressing the hand up into the floor, coming back to your seating position. Whatever that was, you might find that you are now more flexible than you were. You see, I am now nearly on one block now. I only really need a little something there. Amazing. So, bring your hands over the head. Inhale and exhale. Kind thoughts, kind words, kind actions. So, namaste. Wish you a beautiful day. And I will be releasing another video soon. Thank you so much for practicing me. Thank you.